Hey folks, it's Mike Hilston here from the Chatbot Agency. How you going? Guys, this little presentation is directed at those who are finance brokers, mortgage brokers, whatever. Anything to do with getting finance to people at home, business, this is for you, okay? So we'll run through during this little session, we're going to run through how it's being done now, what you're going to need going forward, what the ultimate solution is going to be. We'll take you through a couple of demos so you can see it firsthand how the process works and how frictionless this whole campaign is going to be. We'll even share with you the whole strategy, whether you work with us or go down to some agency and knock yourself out down there. No problem. No problem. Beauty of it is, guys, for most of this to work, they're going to have to be using our platform anyway. So it's all good. So let's start off firstly. So currently, you've got a number of options how you can obviously get out and market your finance company, your finance business. So of course, your good old fashioned letterbox dropping, bit of door knockings, but right now we've got no junk mail, no canvassing, so that's sort of like eliminated that. It's also pretty hot up here in Queensland, and it's pretty cold down south, so you can't be out on the streets the whole time. Next one, of course, is email. Email, that's a bit of hit and miss. I think we all know that. If you send them too much stuff, it'll go straight to junk mail. If you send too much out, everything will go to junk mail anyway, and they can set up rules to basically piss this guy off and unsubscribe. The next one, of course, is cold calling. Don't we all love that? Okay, now, cold calling, we're also faced with a do not call register. Should be okay if you're doing business to business, but you've also still got to get through to the gatekeeper, okay? So you're either got to be a good man to get past the gatekeeper, okay, to actually get some type of engagement with the decision maker. Next one is a letter. If it looks too salesy, they'll end up binning it anyway. And guys, still costs you a stamp and a bit of time, but hey, let's look at what we should be doing. Okay, so you got really, these are the things that, you know, will form part of this whole strategy. You don't have to have them all, but these are some recommendations. We're not saying stop everything and do one. We're not silly. First up, you need to have obviously a CRM of some kind. Where do you keep your data? Okay, and hopefully that data is in a nice, secure format that can't be hacked and it's easily and readily accessible. Okay, won't go any further. I know how some are just probably sitting inside spreadsheets, and let's hope for the best. Next way we get stuff out is through Facebook and Instagram. But hey guys, you're competing with cats, grandkids, lovely animals, a lot of crap from press, media, so you need to have that stand out and actually come up with what we call telling stories, because everyone loves a story. You've also hopefully got a website. Down the track probably won't need it, but a website's really good because other people will be searching on Google. But guess what? You could pump all you like into Google. If you haven't been putting relevant content inside your website for a long time, and you're not educating people, and you're not standing out and being different to any other bloody broker out there, okay, A, they're not going to get to your website anyway, and B, if they do get to their website, name them. Okay? You don't know their names when they come to your website. So you're either going to get a bounce off it, or they'll move on to the next one. Of course, there's print advertising. That's all great. Readership in print's basically dropped, folks. I think we all know that one. And what's your inquiry like right now from print advertising? What we tend to do is swing her in with the story and scan the code to find out more how they resolved it. Okay. This is where we're heading to, okay? And those scanning for content stuff, we can basically funnel them in through the same channel as what I'm going to propose to you right now. So, let me introduce you to Facebook Messenger. Mate, Facebook Messenger is is Zuck's little. It's the end game, folks. Facebook Messenger now. It's now linked in with Instagram and WhatsApp. Okay, so Zuck's making that the #1 channel for communication. If it goes the way he intends to have it happening, we won't even need phone numbers. We just need data, okay, and possibly a very, very cheap SIM. And Telstra's going to hate you because data's going to be cheaper. And I'll tell you what, Telstra need to start jumping into these types of services if they're going to get through the next 10 years. So Messenger itself is an automated, basically what we're doing here is we're developing automated conversations that work inside Messenger, okay? And that can be triggered from basically anything. A scan, a QR code, a link on your website, a pop-up messenger on your website, in your emails, it's in your footer. People can engage with you immediately. Okay, and you got them into your list. You know who you're talking to. You know who's interested in your stuff. So, and the other beauty of that is they're working 24/7 for you. It's like having your business open the whole time, all day long. All right, and we can't stress more how frictionless this whole process is. You can have people come through your funnel, and we don't even have to ask for their name or email address, whatever. Depends on what kind of strategy you're playing. Man, you can get through the whole thing, not ask them a question for their details, and then follow it up. You'll probably have more details than you like after you've done the follow-up, after you've given them the information. What this now turns into is it makes your advertising costs on Facebook drop, okay? Because through that whole engagement process, okay, we're creating what they call is a custom audience based on engagement. That's only one type of audience that we use. And that's all done through conversations. So for Facebook, it's not just a click on a post, and it's not just I've liked the cat on your website, on your post. This is people actually have come into your inbox, okay, your Facebook page inbox. That's where we're sending them. Throughout this whole process, we're building your database, and it's done on auto. Now, don't get me wrong, okay, this is not bells, whistles, make coffee kind of stuff, but what it's doing is it's putting their name into your messenger list, okay, and you have now opened up a channel for one-to-one communication with that person, okay. So follow-up is very, very important here, okay. Facebook are now setting a rule that if they're not followed up within 24 hours, you have lost them forever until you can get them re-engaged with your chatbot. So don't leave the money on the table, folks. Sort it out. Follow up. You've got inboxes. You want leads. Follow these people up, okay. Use your sales skills, all right. The other factor, guys, you've got to understand that through this method, you own the data, not us. You own the data. The only other people that do own the data along with you, of course, is Facebook, and Messenger is owned by Facebook, so the conversation's in there, of course. But at the end of the day, guys, it's all in there, all right? The idea here is to build that database up. You keep the data and away we go. And we all know better than anyone else that all business, folks, starts with a conversation. Any transaction you do has to start with a conversation. All right? It's more meaningful, it's all personal, and it's frictionless. So let's just jump in here. I'm going to see if we can get this puppy rolling. So we've done some, these are some mock-ups of some ads. This is the process in which the prospect will come through your funnel. We're introducing yourself, all that kind of stuff. They are looking for a home loan, beauty. This funnel's been developed so that it is completely, let's get your details. We'll have a broker follow you up. So the offer is going to be sitting in that middle part. So make sure it's something they want and they're prepared to give you some information for you to follow up with them. Now, right at this point, when they hit that OK after they've filled the details in, that gets fired off as an email. So that email can go to someone specifically looking after home finance, mortgage broker. Okay. It's also sitting in your Facebook page's inbox. So you, as let's say the finance associate through your own Facebook page, that conversation's with your page. Now we've got other little whiz-bang things here where they can, basically we can integrate it with Calendly, which is great for setting appointments. We've got here, this is the viral strategy that we're educating people on. Therefore it's important, guys, to follow up. When we put that button in, you want to make stress to the guys working for you to follow these people up, because that's one button where they can destroy you. So effectively, let's look at this in a nutshell. What you're doing is your business is generating the leads for your business development guys to go and help these people with a product that's going to help them with their financial needs. Pretty simple, okay? And you're doing it for them. So look at that. So this one here, in this case, we're doing one with this is for car loans. Similar. Again, we can do this for any type of finance product, whether it be, let's say, finance for managing cash flow. It could be finance for, invoicing and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're open here, like in this case, we're segmenting people down, whether it's business, commercial or personal. They're all segmented, folks. There's a different funnel for each of them so that you know who to pass that inquiry on to. It's coming into their inbox, and I can't stress this enough. The inbox is open between you and that person, and there is a record, a history of all this conversation, along with the enablement of labeling people, okay, labeling prospects in there, where it's hot, warm, cold, don't bother, block, whatever, and you can even drag documents through it, okay? The other thing to remember, folks, is inside Messenger from the prospect side, okay, there's a little button up the top there to ring. Okay, so I can ring your business through this. Okay, so it's going to ring your business's Facebook Messenger. Now, there will be options in here for video. So you can imagine if it's a business and they're looking for a home loan or a refinance on their home loan, they can actually you'd say, "Hey, Mike, can you just stand outside your house and just do us a quick tour?" Right, okay, no worries. We're going to try and work out what your home has some value on, get that through to valuers. Just makes life a whole lot easier, folks. Okay, it's going to streamline your processes further. Okay, even for invoice financing, just throw it all across. So, whoa, here we go. Sorry guys, I've mucked around with that a little bit too often. I was really after that video bit. Come on, baby. Okay, there we go. We'll drop that down. So this is an actual client, albeit real estate. Okay, but it's going to give you an idea of how much we can push into your funnel. In other words, how many subscribers we can get. In this case, 20 weeks. We've had 2,200 subscribers. We've trained Facebook. Out of that, they've got about 360 warm sellers. That's by segmenting them going through the funnel. All right. As you can see, there's not too many unsubscribes because we're managing it for them, and we educate our clients not to annoy people. We want them to, of course, engage and follow up. And that's got to be done strategically, the same way you would want to ring somebody up and just say, "Hey, look, I got that email from you. How can I help you? I see that you're interested in a home refinance piece. We've got a few options here. We can help." Great, thanks. No dramas. The same goes here, folks. And we're not trying to make it generic. Just actually do your job. So here's the strategy. Now, I'll put this out there. You can run with it. You can hand it off to someone in India or wherever else you want to get it done if you're looking for the cheap option. However, they will not have the equipment, nor the frickin' know-how, or the platform. Okay? If you go with an alternative messenger marketing platform, just be careful. Is your data sitting in Russia? Is it sitting in China? You got to think. I'm collecting data here in the finance industry that's very, very sensitive, and we have privacy laws here in Australia, which are very, very stern. And if there is a breach by one of these guys and they find out that someone in Russia has shared that data with someone in the US who's now using that in Estonia to put it through Africa, okay, it's your business and it's you who are going to cop it. So we're making sure that the data is safe, okay? It will be sitting in Australia, so you will be protected. Or if you're from the US and you want this, we can park this in the US. It's all down to cash, guys, okay? You want a customized solution, it can be done. But let's get started. The strategy needs a database to get going. This is if we want to get the best results. Email address and a mobile number. We would like to have a dedicated SIM card with a number on it that's got obviously a voicemail and all that kind of stuff left on it. It is a real number, so you can call from it after we've done a number of these things inside this campaign. We need really good images and a great reason for someone to give you a call back without being salesy. Okay? When we go to Facebook, we need to come up with stories, i.e. how we've helped someone in a certain situation. Either through, we've helped two young people who are buying their first home. We've helped someone get their credit card stuff sorted out because of refinancing their home. It was a piece of cake, okay? But, so therefore, when we do all this, it's got to resonate and be relevant to our audience that we're targeting. And of course, have some kind of offer. So stage one is we're going to send a truckload of bulk MMSs out to your mobile phone database, and with that we need first name, so it's personal. So it's going to be, hi Mike, boom, New Year's just started, it's looking great, I'd love to catch up, there's a few things I want to have a chat to you about, please feel free to give me a call back. Okay, and just have a nice photo of yourself, logo, keep it nice and easy, okay, keep it personal, alright. You will receive SMSs back, good and bad. Some will say, take me off your list, get me out of your contacts. Some will go, you know, great Mike, I'll look forward to catching up. We have to catch up in the next couple of weeks. It's reconnecting with a lot of these people in your database. Stage two is we're going to be using that database to create what they call Facebook audiences, custom audiences. And to do that, we need real email, real phone numbers, fresh email, okay? Don't give us data that's 10 years old. Waste of time. Everyone's changed their email address by about 20 times since then, and phone numbers, they're easy to burn as well. Okay, so let's try and sort this out and make sure that the data you've got's right, and we need to understand your Facebook interests on who to target a separate audience to there to bring them into another top audience. Stage three, we're going to run those ads. Okay, and we're going to push those in from a click into your messenger. Okay, then they become a subscriber, then they're in your database, and away we go. The rest becomes a churning machine from that point on. We want a great ad to get that engagement so that we can train Facebook as quickly and effectively as possible so that their AI knows who to target. Okay, we're training Facebook. Not us, not the chatbots, Facebook. Facebook are the ones who own the data with all the digits out there and all that kind of stuff. We want to use their platform to get the results that we want. And stage four, folks, is basically going back to stage one, cleaning all that data up, get rid of the people who don't want to hear from you anymore. Those that have got back to you, we'll take those out, put those into a separate list, and we're going to launch an audio file or a voicemail drop, okay, that will ensure that they do phone up. An example of that could be, hey, it's Mike here from Chatbot Agency. Sorry I missed you. I just wanted to give you a call. I've got something here that's going to be of interest to you. Please give me a call back at your earliest convenience. Look forward to hearing from you. My number again is 0418442236. Really look forward to catching up. Cheers, bye now. That's it, okay? You do an audio, don't get scratched. Drop it there. We drop that audio file and we blast out. We would do no more at 50 at a time, because believe me, you will have 20 to 30% of those people ringing you back. So if we send 50, you're going to get 10 phone calls. Wow, wonder what you can do there if that's going back to the sales guy who knows how to close. Pretty good, eh? So we do that strategically throughout the rest of the campaign. It's very, very cool. You can try and do it yourself. Good luck. I've been doing it for too long. Okay, so let's get on here. So if at all you want to find out how we've helped other guys, yep, sure, this is all real estate centric, but it's the same principle across everything, folks. Okay, if it can be done in real estate, where we've put our strength into to make it work, okay, we can apply this across anything else. Finance is definitely one of those. All right. The other thing, folks, I've got to remind you that with Facebook right now and finance in Australia, we're pretty okay with what we're able to do. In the US now, it's a lot stricter, and believe me, that will come into Australia. All right. So now's the time to build that messenger list up, so that we can now start reaching out to those people through what they call sponsored messages for, cost of a couple of cents. We're going to get back in their inbox without breaking any terms of service. We don't have to peddle them a product. We're just going to introduce them to a new story. Okay? So without further ado, okay, I'm going to get into the next page where we're going to have all my lovely details. And there's a lot of videos there on our website, of course. So that's me, Mike Hilsden. That is a finance strategy, solution, the whole shooting match. I'm here, ready to take orders from finance companies, mortgage brokers, whatever you need. Okay, we do have the solutions. We are ready to go. It's a lot more affordable than you think. And you guys can start making some really, really good money. All right, so that's it from me, Mike, from Chatbot Agency. Signing out. Have a great day, and let's rock and roll. Cheers. Bye now.